What's going on, fam? Good morning to you. See the title. But first thing foremost, let me get these out the way. Subscribe and like to my channel, The Darkness Awakens. Let's get them likes and views up on my live stream and my videos. Also hit the bell. Hit the bell when I'm doing a live stream or video. Also, you can check me out, Jerry Thomas, Facebook. Also, my Facebook group, JTNVP, Thinking for Ourselves. See the title, fam. See what it is. Right? Let's check the chat. Let's see what's up. We ain't gonna hit that yet. But that file I'm gonna put my thing up in here first. Okay. What's your calling in? What's your calling in life? Huh? I'm gonna tell you mine's in a few. I got a few. Some of them I did. I'm just keep on doing it. Okay. Then gotta put this. Be patient with me, fam. And I will get to y'all right here. Oh, I forgot the hashtag. Oh, damn. I forgot this. Okay. Yeah, what's your calling, family? I want to know. Oh, 4. Hit that. Hit that. Let's see. You come in. Okay. But yeah, I want to know what y'all calling. I know that my calling is cooking. That's what I love to do. That's like a hitting. You know, I never thought I was cooked that good. That pack people. Other calling is, you know, keep up to my activists, learn about our people. My other calling is I can make people laugh. I could mingle with any sector of the people. That's my call. I'm working on some now. So there's some people say they got one calling and stuff. We got a few, Whatever gift, whatever calling that God give you that got something to deal with helping others, you have to take advantage of it. And you have to be humble. And that's what it's all about, being humble. And a lot of us, we don't want to be, we get these gifts. Get to have this calling, and we sometimes we don't do nothing about it. And you have to know yourself too. So, excuse me. So you have to know how to go about it, how to deal, how to go through it. And it's cool though, And let me see. How do I know my calling of activist? I think that when I was briefly 8, when I started learning about things about the Black Panthers, when I started learning things about history, when I was acquiring knowledge fast at that time, and my thing was, even since I was 8, hold on, excuse me, that my calling was is help people, help our community strong, and I learned that. I ain't really put it to practice like maybe a few years later. Engage with people, show them the truth. So that was my thing. I love, I get to it. But what I'm gonna do is I want to go into that. But when I was like learning, I stopped making people. I see people happy. I see people want to engage. I see people like they want more. Excuse me. I don't think I'm gonna be up that long. But that was my calling. Had impact on some, because you're not gonna impact all others. You're not gonna pick out all of them. But as long as you impact others, and then I had people to me come to town meetings with them, and when I got older, I got more stronger of my vision, and I knew then. This is not I'll kick it. Hold on. Man, I don't know why I'm yawning. I don't know, but then when I got older, when I hit like my late teens into my early 20s, that's when I really, really know that my calling was activist, because I was doing little by little, but I was convinced that I was one of those activists that be in the community, not like an organized activist, like being in an organization. Later on that happened too, but my thing was like in the community. Be in the midst of the people. Be within the problem and find solutions of it. So my activist was I'm considered like local activists in our community. So that was the thing. And then when I got older, when I got older, I started spread out. I really started to spread out. And I really started tapping my potential, going to another level. and I was doing the time. Got married in '95. I really started learned a lot, and like I said, that ended like 9.5 years. But my activist was always there. It was only people come to me. Oh, we want you to do this. We want you to do that. Okay. Then after that, marriage was over. My marriage was over. That's when I met this young lady like a year and a half later. And then I was with her 8 years, and that's when I still when we was living when I moving with her, and we started to I started to really go into Bible study, and I was like, no, going a few years we was together, and our activists really picked up. Now I'm talking about in the 2000s, 2005, 2006, and I really started really coming along. You know, I really started coming along, and then all of a sudden I started being part of the Bible. So like I said before, and like I said before, I was an acting president, acting vice president, and acting treasurer. But I like to do those things. And I was the youngest of the Bible study group. I was the youngest. So I had great responsibility and stuff. And it was good because the reverend I was with, it's funny because I was calling the rev. He old because he had a handicap on hold off here. Ooh. Excuse me. He had his son was handicapped, and he was the only one like took care of him. And at the same time, the Rev was old too. He was like pushing he was like in the 80s and stuff like that. And top he always been pushing. He said, "Listen, I gotta take my son to the doctor. Could you hold us down and everything?" And it was like coming, and then my calling was really getting bigger and bigger. And then that during that time, I was this is going on 2 years in the Bible study. I started giving our college to the young people, and that was what really my activists really started kicking in and stuff. And it was a beautiful time. And after that, now we pushing like 2008, and that's when my cousin, she introduced me to this brother named Glenn Greenwich. He's a brother. He always been family. Brother Glenn Greenwich lives in Queens, New York. I call Brooklyn the source, but also I call New York main source. And he introduced me to International Black Summit. That was a non-profit organization that deals with African descent, broaden our vision. So go there, internationalblacksummit.org, internationalblacksummit.org, and I start learning what our vision is stuff, and I start learning different things and stuff like that. Learn the language of the summit and stuff, and all of a sudden I became an authentic listener of the summit language. And then all of a sudden now we are pushing like 2009. And then all of a sudden, like a few months later, I became part of the host team. Became part of the host team. International Black Summit. And then that's when the activists grew. Our activists was like interchangeable. And after that, I started really do my thing. I started develop my skills and like that. And also while we was doing that, while I was learning the summit language, I'm the one came up with the Kwanzaa principles. Wherever get this out the way. Hold on, fam. Okay, let me hit this. K Black, what's going on, bro? Welcome. I will get to you in a few. And then what happened was I was when I was part of International Black Summit. I still part of it now, but but it was all good, all gravy. Then I start learn. I start like really start learning the language. So um, I go through the prerequisite and learn that and improve that. Now this is I'm talking about 2010, and that's what I'm saying. I was facilitating the conversation, and I ain't had the title of it, so I was one of the few that did that. That was my calling. See, remember I tell you about my calling. My calling is so all of a sudden. Then I first came to the summit, and the summit they always have it like from always beginning of August, like the 4th and the 5th, and I went my first one, only one. I wish I go more, but that's another story. It was fun. It was great, and that's what I self-generating MVP, and it was so. Oh my God! It was so refreshing. I met all different types of people, man. Even the people that I see on TV or here on the radio, I'm shaking their hand. They say, "Oh, I heard about your job. Well done." Now get back to the Kwanzaa principles. Now, whoever who was hosting that night, I gotta find the Kwanzaa principle that fits the show because I want to be cultural to it. So I'm like developing that. So I'm the one who came up with that for the summit, and sometimes. We get to you, K, but sometimes like that, when it's your calling, you can't turn your back from it. I came a long way, and now while we do that and everything, in 2010, I really start growing, and then the next year, me and the ex did not work out. The one outside I was with for 8 years, and I took a step back. I was living with my brother in Hampton, Virginia, June 1st, 2012. Really, the next day I got here, June 2nd. June 1st I left, but June 2nd I really got down there. And then I took a step back, and I was living with my brother from June of 2012 to September. So I moved September and stuff. So I started regaining back my activists again. And that's when I started learning how to. That's just when I started, cause I always knew how to cook. But again, I didn't pay attention. God saying, so that's when we go left activism. And we can talk about my second call. I always like I said, I've been out to cook a long time, and then I got to just to speed it up back in 2000, around 2013, 14. I forgot which year, but it was one of those years. And then I started really cooking. I really started getting wicked in the kitchen. And all of a sudden, that was like my second call. I ain't know that. I knew I can cook. I know that, I know how to like make full course meals and all like that. But after that, I really start doing it. I started doing it, and then all of a sudden, I started posting on Facebook. So when I started posting on Facebook, it was cool, and so I followed up my calling, and I got stronger and stronger. So moving up there, then I started posting my stuff. People said you should post your stuff on Twitter. You post your stuff on that. I started doing that a lot, and. But one thing about this that you can't, when you don't have the urge to cook that day, don't do it. Don't cook. Don't do that, because the food's not gonna come out right. And so after all that, I think a few years later, I start really improving myself, and that's a beautiful thing. K Black Boxing, subscribe to the brother. Press like, Let's get the views up for here too. K Black Boxing. What's going on, brother? Shout out to the LDBC. Shout out to the LDBC family. Hashtag LDBC. Thanks for coming. I'm waiting for some more people to come, but if not, I'm gonna shut this down for few. I'm gonna shut it down and stuff. But that's what's up. You know, we have to know our calling. You know, it could be small, big, and understand that you're serving others. You're not serving yourself. You're serving others. That was the joy about it. And do some work out, some didn't work out, but I understand my callings. My calling is doing this, trying to impact people's lives. That's one of my that's just one of my callings too. No, so we have to know it, and then after that, show action to it. And be humble about it. It's people's always my call. They'll be humble, and they wonder why certain things has taken away from me because you're not humble. You gotta be humble. You know, I came a long way. And so I gotta keep on. Gotta stay focused. I gotta keep on. And that's what's up. Cannot do the same thing. You gotta learn to switch up. Very true. And so, let me see what people inside. So, K Black, what's your calling? Talk to me. What's your calling, K Black? So, like I said, if nobody comes within a few minutes, I'm shutting this down. Trying to wait around. Hold on, fam. Better check something out. Oh, fam, try to look for this. Just looking for something. Hold on. Well, I was gonna show you something, but I can't find it. But if I find it, I'm put it up. So I can so I can show y'all. But that's what we gotta do. And I love that. I love the story I told because I came from here and I rised up. Never think anything that I'm above. Always want to be humble. And that's what it's all about. So yeah. Never try to discourage a person either. Never. That's what they choose to do. If it's within the frame of doing positive, encourage them. Because God has given them a calling, and see, do they acknowledge that? So it's good. It's all good in the hood. It's all good in the hood. Well, I'm gonna try to stick another 5 or 10 more minutes and see anybody come in. Hold on, fam. I'm gonna get me something to drink. I'll be right back. I'm back. I don't know what's up. People ain't coming, but I'm gonna stick it out. But so that's my calling. I did, that's my calling, and I know that God probably had in store for me what certain things I think I could reach, and then as long as I work in harmony with His prayers, as long as I stay humble, you know. So never tell people that, oh, you only got one call. No, you got callings. Accept that. Be multi. And remember, have that genuine love for help others. Even if some don't want to be helped. But long as you did it, that's all it counts. And so but it's good though. It's good. It's good to feel wanted. It's good that you're helping others, and it it brings a bright into your life. You know, I know it do. I know it do for me, and so. Oh, step. I'm sorry, fam. I'll be right back. I got some in the oven. I got some in the microwave and stuff. Hold on. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, fam. Sorry about that. Sorry. See, oh, she stays asleep. What's good, brother? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Welcome. Would you look at the title? She stays asleep. What you calling? And when I was talking about that, sometimes God give us more than one calling. And I was before you came, she said, I was explaining how my activist, that was my calling, and how my activists of different levels was coming up, and also my calling was cooking, and then now I'm at cooking now. Then I start learning. I mean, not learning. Let me change that. I start getting more creative. One day, I said 2013, 2014, but kind of find it was 2014. One day I got to work early, and I just started cooking, and I knocked out 2 dishes. And then after that, I said on She Say Sleep TV, he did a video with me last Thursday. And also he did a powerful one. It was Friday, last night, with our brother, he's the educator, my good brother Rob, he's an educator. Check that out. She Stay Sleep TV. Did a powerful interview. I want you to go to that. Please go to that. Please. Very important. You will learn a lot. You'll be inspired. Like I was inspired a few hours ago. Go to that Chief Stay Sleep TV. He did a powerful interview with Brother Rob. He did one with me last week. And I think last month he did one Uncle Sure. Check all those out. But I want you to check out Brother Rob. Powerful. Telling you. Powerful. Powerful. See, his thing was teaching. That had to be his calling. See, we each of us has a calling, but we gotta pay attention to our talents. Okay. We gotta pay attention to our talents. We gotta pay attention to what things what we know how to do. Because sometimes we have hidden talents. We don't even know. So I know for me, I got quite a few hidden talents. I'm like late bloomer. I be digging. I said, why? I ain't know. Yeah. So you gotta pay attention to that. You gotta pay attention. You gotta pay attention. What God had given you. And it's funny though because when I first moved to Newport News from my brother's house in Hampton, Virginia, and I see a lot of people like coming up to me and saying, "What, how you doing and stuff like that?" And I need somebody to talk to. Seem like it, and at the time I ain't hardly know nobody. It was like going on. I said I moved because I moved down to Virginia, June 1st. Yeah, it was like, but then I moved the same year. I moved to Newport News, September the 3rd. Yeah, September the 3rd. So it was the following week. I was on my own. So, and people started coming, and I started talking to them, and they started getting comfortable. So it's all about activists, activism start kicking in, and I started helping people out, start feeding less fortunate or whatever extra food I have and stuff. I start doing it, and it feels good when you help others. It feels good when you help others, and that's what it's all about. So basically, in a few minutes, I will wait to see some more people but if not, I'm gonna get off, and but I stay as long as I expected, but. We gotta find our own calling. And whatever calling it is, if it's positive, you stand firm with it. And I ain't talking about no negative, I'm talking about positive. That's what I'm talking about. And understand that you helping people too. Don't do it for show because you do it for show. That's not your calling. So, what I'm gonna do? No. I'm gonna read this out and I'm gonna close out because it seems like nobody is not coming. K Black Boxing, peace to you. Subscribe to my brother K Black Boxing, part of LDBC fam. Subscribe and like to Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Want you to support the brother. That's the one I'm talking about. He did some powerful. He interviewed powerful people. And you check him out. He also got other stuff too, but even like K Black Boxing too. So support them. So what I'm gonna do, hold on. But there's one thing I want to say. You cannot let everybody know what your calling is. Sometimes you got to keep it Let me say it. Sometimes you got to keep it to yourself, because you let other people know that you're not familiar of, they will play on it. Very important. So I'm going to end this. Thank you so much to join K Black and she stay sleep. And the question, like I said, what is your calling? What is your calling? Yes, good night, peace.